bat that you have here, and if you want to make a comment about the game, you can. Otherwise, we'll go right to some questions.
Sure. My name is Bob Collins, head baseball coach at Gallie High School. And young man to the right here is Brandon Bragg, senior-wise, who has been the cornerstone all year long, swinging the bat, playing third base for us. And we ran into a buzzsaw today. The pitcher was unbelievable. He was on from the get-go. We struggled early, let them get 2 across. We stopped the bleeding, I thought, in time. But you got to score runs if you're going to win a ball game. So congratulations to them. That kid pitched his butt off, and those guys did what they're supposed to do. They're experienced people here all the time. And like I said, it's our first trip, but I'm so proud of these guys for what they've done. No one likes to lose, obviously, but got to have a winner and a loser in these games. And unfortunately, it was us losing and them winning, but they deserved it. They played hard. They played well.
You talked about it a little bit. Wes, he kind of just started ramping up as the day went on. It's for both of you. You can go first, and then Brandon. But I think the team had some confidence in that first inning, and then that started to waver as the day went on. So what was it that made it? Was it just his stuff?
Yeah, we knew he was going to throw hard. Scout report obviously shows what he's going to do. We just didn't think he was going to be in the zone as well as he was. He'd kind of been effectively wild in the past. And, you hope on a stage like this may change him, get a little bit more wild, get a couple more guys on, and we have some timely hitting. But he stayed in the zone, and then when he got comfortable, he really got comfortable. And he was able to do what he wanted to do, and he didn't miss spots, and he ramped up the velocity, and his breaking ball was going for strikes. So it just made it really tough on guys to get things going.
Yeah, I mean, he got his stuff going, and then he ran into a little bit of trouble there in the 5th inning. You guys had the bases loaded, no outs. He got 3 straight swinging strikeouts. So was that a turning point in the game for you guys? Did you
yeah, of course. When you have that situation, you have your 1-2 hitter coming up that, you think, okay, here's our chance to get back into the ball game. And great pitchers do what he did. He stepped up his game above our game, and he got the outs by making quality pitches, and he threw a hell of a changeup to Jackson on a 0-1 count, and then he came right back and spotted it up again. So, that's what great pitchers do. So I tipped the cap to him. He did his job today.
Your starting pitcher, it just wasn't his day, but he did limit the damage there and only give up the 2 runs without a hit. Your second pitcher came in and he really seemed to be grooving there. What was it about the second time through the order that you think the Jesuit finally turned it on against him?
Remember, our first pitcher didn't get out at first.
First inning, right.
So we had to bring the shortstop in to try to stop the bleeding, and he did. Mm-hmm. He kept it at 2. It doesn't matter. He's not a starter. He's just a guy we usually come in late in the game to try to close the game or get and stop the bleed, and he did an awesome job. And then he kind of just ran out of gas and missed a couple spots, and they capitalized like good teams do, And, we brought Hunter in, and he mixed it up again and changed pitches. They got a little bit big, having a big lead like that. They started trying to hit the ball a little further, and they got big on a soft throw and lefty, and he did his job, and, we kept it where it was.
David today, was that just nerves? I mean, and was the plan to go to Joe Elvis after that, or was that kind of?
Yeah, well, the plan is to get out of the first. It's always our plan, and it's kind of been a little bit of a struggle for us most of the years getting out of that first inning. We got a clean inning, we're in good shape, and I was just hoping in that situation there. David has thrown really well his last 3 or 4 outings, and we're hoping to get him that way, and then bring in Joe Elvis, and then bring in Leach for soft lefty-wise, mix up pitches well. We just didn't. We didn't get it in that order the way we wanted to, but like I said, that's what happens sometimes.
It was the bottom of their lineup that really kind of turned it on in that 4-run inning. Can you talk to me about the approach that you knew, what you knew about that team coming in, top to bottom? I mean, obviously.
Yeah, so they do a good job when they know our pitching. Obviously, when they scout stuff and they get reports, they knew that they can pull if they're on top of the plate. If we miss a pitch, they're gonna be able to capitalize on it. So they didn't swing a lot of pitches in the dirt. They took a lot of breaking balls in the dirt, which we thought if they're gonna be aggressive hitters, they'd be swinging at that. And they took good pitches in the dirt that were good breaking balls. And then eventually you got to come somewhere near the plate, and they felt the same way, and they did their job. We were hoping you pop up or ground out, but they actually hit some line drives and hit some doubles and made something happen big time there.
Brandon, you were, I think, 3 for 4 in the semifinals, and then this game, I think you struck out 3 times. So what adjustments were you making in each at-bat? And then on the other side, what was Wes doing to you that just kind of got the better of you?
Yeah, honestly, for me, I was going into the game confident. Obviously, as like you said, I had a good game last semifinal game. First at bat, I swung at all 3 pitches, so I struck out swinging. And for me, it was just, as it got towards the end of the game, after already getting 2 strikeouts, I was just trying to put the ball in play. I was shortening it up and stuff, and he really didn't throw me many off-speed pitches, which, as me in the 3-spot power hitter, you'd say, I normally get a good amount of those, and I've done a good job this year at sitting back on those and hitting them. And he didn't really give me that opportunity, and so it kind of threw me off for a loop compared to normal. But yeah, he did a good job mixing it up.
That aggressiveness that you're talking about early, was that, you're obviously a senior, this is, your last game either way, whatever way it goes, so was that part of that factor into it? Obviously you guys were all amped up coming into this game and are emotional after.
Yeah, a lot of us have been playing for 10 years now, together through travel ball since we were 8 years old. So yeah, it was big for me. But yeah, definitely we had little jitters coming into it.
And Coach, just if you could talk a little bit. I know he obviously means a lot to you, having good seniors like this. You haven't
all of them right down the list. You got Diamez Ross was leaving us going to Florida State. Awesome kid. Bragg, obviously, what he's done all year, and just the type of people they are. The seniors are awesome kids, and Grusner at second base coming back, he hit the ball really well today. And it just kind of keeps on going and going and going. And Hunter coming in and pitching like he did was pretty ecstatic for us. So, we're gonna miss him. Tejada is a shortstop that in the semifinal game had a big hit to put us some runs up. So, yeah, he couldn't be more proud of them for doing what they did. Like I said, we just ran into a buzzsaw today, and they got the better end today. But like I said, how awesome and how often do you get to this spot as a coach and players? More importantly, the players. That's all I wanted for them, was to get in this spot to have a chance to win, and they put themselves in this spot, and we just didn't win.
Everybody have what they need? Yep. All right, thanks for
Thank you guys for having us. Appreciate it.